So friends, let's start with today's lovely Kulkul recipe. So here are the ingredients. So I'm going to be using about 250 grams of maida or all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of fine semolina or rava. This is a pinch of salt. This is 50 grams of powdered sugar, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1 tablespoon of ghee, and this is 100 ml of thick coconut milk. So now in a large plate, I'm going to add the flour, the rava, the salt and the powdered sugar, and I'm going to mix all of them really well so that they all get incorporated well together. Then I'm going to make a well kind of thing in the middle of the flour, and I'm going to add this egg, just beat it up a bit with my fingers. Then I'm going to add the vanilla essence, and I'm going to mix everything well together. Now I'm going to add a little of the coconut milk at a time just to see how much I require to form a nice soft yet a firm dough. So I'm going to keep adding a little of the milk as I require. Then I'm going to add the ghee, and then I'm going to mix everything well together to form this dough. Now you may have to use maybe half of the coconut milk or 3/4 of the coconut milk. It all depends. I've just taken 100 ml to be on the safe side, but you might have to use just half the quantity. And now your dough is all ready. Just cover and keep it for about 1 hour. After an hour, just make these small little balls. And now we're going to use either a comb which has been washed and cleansed nicely. And I'm going to take a small ball, press it down like this on the broader side of the comb, and then just in this fashion just form this Kulkul shape. So this is one way of doing it. Now the other way is you take a fork, and using the back of the fork again you spread it out like this, and then you roll it up vertically like this, and you get a different kind of a shape. So you can choose whatever shape you like, whatever you're comfortable making. Now this dough is very elastic and very easy to work with. And now I'll show you 2 types of freehand. So you just flatten it up to form a nice thin circle. The thinner the better. And then you just take the 2 edges this way and the 2 edges this way and just twirl them around, and you get this little rosette kind of a form. Now you can also make a little designer one, with a design on it like a shell. So you just press it down like that, again take it out, and then just fold it like this and like this. So you'll just get a kind of a pattern on the rosette, like a shell kind of thing. So these are the different shapes. Now the tip I'd like to give you here is make the balls really small, and make them as flat and as thin as possible, because the thinner your Kulkuls are, they'll fry faster, and they'll even fry to a very crunchy and a very crispy kind of consistency. If you make your Kulkuls very big and very fat, they tend to remain a little bit raw in the inside, because we are going to deep fry them on a low flame all the time. Don't increase your flame at all. Keep your flame very low, because what will happen if you keep it on a high flame is only the outside will get colored, golden brown, and the inside will remain raw. So keep these tips in mind. And like I said, the thinner they are, the smaller they are, the thinner they are, they tend to really crisp up faster. And now once your Kulkuls are nice and golden brown in color, just take them out and drain them on a kitchen towel or a kitchen napkin, and let them cool completely before you serve them or you store them. And the best way to store them is to store them in an airtight container, either a steel container or a glass container. And they have a long shelf life if you keep them in a nice cool dark place. You don't need to refrigerate them, but keeping these tips in mind, your Kulkuls will come out perfect. So for these cherry knob biscuits, in a bowl, I'm going to add 100 ml of melted ghee or butter, clarified butter, and I'm going to whisk this for 5 minutes. Now I'm using an electric whisk. You can also use a regular whisk. To that, I'm going to add 125 grams of powdered sugar, and I'm going to mix these two really well, and again whisk this for 5 minutes. So you can put a timer on your phone, and whisk it till it becomes into a nice light pale yellow color. So all I'm doing is just trying to get everything from the sides, to the center. And now I'm going to add 250 grams of plain flour or maida, little at a time, and just fold it in well. And now I'm just going to, use my hands, and I'm going to knead this to a very soft dough. Now the dough might seem soft and you might be tempted to add a little more flour, but don't do that. And now let the dough rest for about 15 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to set my oven to 170 degrees, preheat it up, and I'm also going to line my baking tray with some baking paper, and I'm also going to cut these cherries into halves. And now I'm just going to make small balls using a tablespoon like this and placing them, and then placing a cherry on top. So don't forget to preheat your oven, for 10 minutes. And now we're just going to bake this at 170 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Keep an eye on the biscuits. They shouldn't be brown, they shouldn't get brown on the top. And then let them cool on a baking rack or a cooling rack for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll see that the base of it should be light brown in color, whereas the top should be white in color. And that's it, friends. These beautiful cherry biscuits are ready, and these will really look very pretty on your Christmas tray. So give this a try.
I hope you like today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you'll get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye, and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye. Take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.